My first question is, what's your first memory of playing cricket?
My first memory of playing cricket would be in the back garden with my older brother and older sister. I was forced to play against them, forced to bowl at my brother, but they were great memories. It was a lot of fun. That's where I learnt the game, and I'm very grateful that I had a brother who was interested in cricket.
देखिए मेरे फादर क्रिकेट खेलते थे, मैं उनके साथ जाती थी, इंडियन अलायंस में थे वो, तो उनके साथ जाती थी, तो वहाँ पे मुझे समझ में आया था कि क्रिकेट एक एंटरटेनमेंट लेके आती है अपने साथ। तो उसके बाद लड़कियाँ इतने खेलती नहीं थी, तो मैंने जब पहली बार अपना बैट उठाया था ना, वो गली क्रिकेट में उठाया था, लड़कों के साथ वो खेल रहे थे, तो मैंने बोला मुझे भी ले लो। तब मेरे बाल थोड़े छोटे थे, टॉम बॉयज थी, तो मेरे को लगता था कि यार लड़के मुझे खिलाते भी थे और मैं अच्छा खेलती भी थी। वहाँ से मेरी जर्नी शुरुआत हुई थी, फिर वहाँ से धीरे धीरे मेरा स्पोर्ट्स बैकग्राउंड बनता गया और आज मैं आपके सामने हूँ।
First memory, so I played softball cricket before, and then I started playing football. So I played soccer in the Caribbean for my country for a period of time, and then I decided, right, why not try cricket? And that was because of Stephanie Powers, former West Indies captain at the time. Within the first year of playing cricket, I made it to my national team, Trinidad's national team, and then went on to play for West Indies, made a West Indies squad after, just performing at regional level. So for me, that was, I'd say I was 23 at that time because I played football before, as I mentioned. So that's my first memory of cricket, and the rest is just history.
My very first memory of cricket was in 2003 when I was watching the World Cup. I remember my mom was a cricket fanatic and maniac, and I wanted to watch something else on television. I was just 10-year-old, and she was like, no, the World Cup's going on, and I certainly remember it was India and Australia in the finals, and Australia made some 300 odd runs, and that was my very first memory of cricket, because it was such a disappointing moment in my house that day. But yeah, I remember that very well.
My first memory is just in the backyard with all the neighbourhood kids, and just having an absolute ball, belting balls around, 6 and out, all that sort of stuff, and just really enjoying the fact that it's our national sport back home in Australia.
What's your first memory of doing commentary on the game of cricket?
My first memory was on the radio, actually, a long time ago. I got to do a Lancashire game, but my most recent memories have been more in the pod in the 100, getting to commentate on my friends and some of my enemies when we were against the Superchargers. But yeah, it's always great fun being in the commentary box.
देखिए मुझे याद है उस टाइम 2017 वर्ल्ड कप था, इंडिया इंग्लैंड में खेल रही थी, और जब वो सेमीफाइनल पहुंची तो मुझे पहली बार, मैं घर पे थी, मैं तो नॉर्मल मैच देख रही थी, मैंने कभी इस तरह सोचा भी नहीं था, क्योंकि माइक पकड़ना कभी भी मेरा फोटे था नहीं, मैं हमेशा बैक बेंचर रही हूँ। तो लेकिन स्टार से मुझे फ़ोन आया कि हम चाहते हैं कि आप वुमेंस वर्ल्ड कप में कॉमेंट्री कीजिए, तो वो एक अपॉर्चुनिटी मुझे मिली, लेकिन मुझे समझ नहीं आया था कि मैंने ना कुछ इधर सोचा ना उधर सोचा, मैंने सीधा उनको हाँ बोल दिया, क्योंकि मुझे लगा वुमेंस रेट के लिए अगर कुछ भी सामने से आता है कभी मना नहीं करना चाहिए जी। तो मुझे लगता है कि आज मेरा डिसीजन बिल्कुल ठीक था, क्योंकि आप जब बैट छोड़ते हैं ना तो माइक पकड़ते हैं तो एक अलग ही अनुभव आता है। तो आई एम फॉर्चुनेट कि मुझे मौका मिला और अब मैं फिर आपके सामने हूँ जी। बिल्कुल,
I definitely say thank you for and just whoever it is that decided to just call me up, because I didn't expect it. I thought there were bigger names, there were people with more experience, and in saying that, I've just been doing this for literally a year and a half. My first match, I remember it was test match cricket in the Caribbean, West Indies versus Pakistan, and then South Africa, and I was just trying to learn from everybody around me. It was a challenge because, again, I was literally just put out there. It is something that I was interested in, and I thank Cricket West Indies for that part of things, for giving me that opportunity. But yeah, it's been a year and a half, and I've done some major tournaments, and again, it's just about growing within this field, because I've got some really good ladies and gentlemen around me.
See, my first breakthrough in cricket was actually not covering cricket, but I used to do a travel show around the cricket team. So wherever they traveled, I would go to that country and that city in that country and do like a travel log. But my very first memory of hosting cricket, the sport as such on the field, was the 2019 Men's Cricket World Cup. And this was the finest memory and one of the finest lines ever told to me by one of the finest cricketers and the cricketing brains in the country, was by Saurav Ganguly. And he told me that you have to realize, Ridhima, how lucky you are that you're witnessing the Men's ODI Cricket World Cup in England.
I remember I had to commentate with Belinda Clark, and I was so intimidated. I don't even think I spoke. She spoke most of the time. We were on radio, so it was pretty funny, considering you're supposed to speak if you're on radio. So somehow I'm still in the commentary world now.
And what's your message for the International Women's Day?
My message for International Women's Day is girl power. How good is it to see the PATHAK WPL, to see so many girls dominating the cricket scenes now, for cricket to be the major sport in India that the women have got the centre stage on at the moment. So it's just incredible to see and incredible to be a part of.
देखिए पहले तो मैं सबको विश करना चाहूँगी कि हैप्पी वुमेंस डे, लेकिन मैं इस बात को मानती हूँ कि अब कोई एक वुमेन का दिन नहीं होता, अब सारे दिन वुमेन के होते हैं। अब आप जेंडर इक्वलिटी की बात करते हैं तो हम एक दिन क्यों मनाएं, हम 365 दिन मनाएंगे। लेकिन कोई मैसेज की अगर बात करेंगे तो मैं यही कहूँगी कि अब आप ये मत देखिए कि आपके घर में लड़का है या लड़की है, उसको जो सपने देखने हैं देखने दीजिए, क्योंकि आपने देख लिया यहाँ पे WPL के मैदान पे आज हम हैं, WPL शुरू हो चुका है, किस कमाल के अंदाज से शुरू हुआ है, एक ज़बरदस्त शुरुआत हुई है। यानी कि आप सपने देखिए क्योंकि वो सपने पूरे होते हैं। अब मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि कोई लड़का नहीं कोई लड़की नहीं, इसको जो बनना है बनिए, क्योंकि आप सपने पूरे होते हैं और अभी तो बस शुरुआत है, आगे आगे देखिए होते ही क्या।
So I have strong women. May we know them, may we be them, and may we raise them. And my reason for that is just because of my upbringing. I didn't grow up with my mom. My mom is alive, yes, but I grew up with my grandmother, and just some of the traits that she instilled in me, it stayed with me. She was really, really a pillar to be dealt with, a force to be dealt with. And for me, just how I have more or less tuned out, it says a lot about how I grew up with her. So that's why I like that scene in particular.
I have to tell all the women out there that follow a sport. It could be any sport. It could be cricket, it could be F1, it could be football, it could be tennis, it could be, I don't know, lawns ball because you got a medal in that too. It could be chess. But please follow a sport. It will change your life. Happy Women's Day to all the beautiful women out there.
Just keep pushing, take all the opportunities you can, celebrate yourself, celebrate other women, and be happy.
And now let's go with the ये तो बस शुरुआत है.
ये तो बस
शुरुआत है.
शुरुआत है.
Just all of it.
ये तो बस शुरुआत है.
ये तो बस शुरुआत है.
Ye to bash shalwate.
Tata WPL, ये तो बस शुरुआत है.
ये तो बस शुरुआत है.